Well, boys, that was something.
I had so much fun watching them.
I did not.
Oh, come on, Donnie. Surely you enjoyed a few.
No, I fucking didn't. This was the worst crap I have ever seen.
I didn't mind some of the films. Some did a bit of justice.
Yeah, they are definitely moneymakers.
That's because Disney has been trying to appeal to all dumbass audiences who want to feel inclusive. Some of these are unnecessarily too fucking long. It's only in a matter of time until they remade every single movie they shat out.
I am sure they will stop eventually.
No, they fucking won't. Are they even aware that they are now trying to remake 3D animated films?
Oh, I heard about that. My favorite movie, Tangled, is in production for a live-action remake.
Oh, yes. I heard about that. After the major success of the remake of How to Train Your Dragon, Disney decided to add 3D films to their list.
And what dipshits they are for thinking that. Can you believe that they turned a whole 180 after the shocking success of Lilo and Stitch? They were going to give up on remakes after the horrible reception of Snow White.
I very much enjoyed that movie. Stitch was so adorable.
I honestly preferred the gremlin-looking ass Stitch, way more realistic.
Are we trying to give kids nightmares?
Oh no, Disney remakes themselves are doing that job.
No, that's not true. Those live-action animals are perfectly fine.
Joe, you started crying in Lion King remake. You thought the lions were the lions from Beast.
Guys, shut up. We should start the tier list before that Moana movie remake comes out.
Didn't Moana come out 10 years ago? Why the fuck are they making a remake? I get they want the same success as what DreamWorks did last year, but this isn't how you do it. I heard that they are literally shooting shot for shot. The remake is literally the exact same as the original.
But didn't DreamWorks do the same with their Dragon movie remake?
Yes, but that was done with love and respect. Very small changes, and all the actors in animation were way above S tier than whatever the hell we're doing today. Now they're remaking Tangle, yet another beloved classic from the late 2000s. Disney is just like Warner Bros. A couple years ago, desperate for money.
I don't think that's right, but Warner Bros. Were at a tough time, and it seems they are still making bad decisions.
It sucks that Disney didn't cast Sabrina Carpenter to play Rapunzel. They cast some no-name instead.
Yes. I was sad when my favorite singer didn't get the role.
Before they released those two films, let's get started with Disney's first live-action remake, 101 Dalmatians.
Okay, I am not gonna lie, this movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not the absolute best, but it's tolerable and has entertaining moments.
Oh my God, I loved the animals. They were so amazing with how they performed. Reminds me when I taught my dog Commander how to drive a car. He would always pick me and my friends up to take us home after a nice night out.
Joe, that's not how it happened.
What? That's not how it happened? I told Commander after watching this film to learn how to drive.
Joe, you senile fuck. That is nowhere near what happened. Jill had to call Obama to pick you up after overdosing on Hunter's new medication.
Yes, and the Commander story, well, let's just say you kept comparing me to a regular brown dog. You kept calling me a few certain racial slurs while you were drugged. I had no choice but to let Trump tie you down and duct tape your mouth.
Oh, sounds kinky.
Shut the living hell up, Joe. Never again are we going to visit your son at a Wendy's.
God, she's such a baddie.
Anyway, the dogs and the other animals were amazing with how well trained they were in the movie.
I was impressed with what they did. I also enjoyed Glenn Close playing Cruella. She did a phenomenal portrayal of the character.
Oh, I thought she was scary with how she acted the whole time. I thought she was scarier than the original.
Of course your dumbass finds her scary. Disregarding Joe being a bitch, this movie wasn't too bad. The highest I give it has to be a B tier. If the CGI was done slightly better and the husband and wife were more lovable, I would have given this an A tier.
I agree, B tier it is. How about we do Snow White?
Oh, hell no. I want to save that for the very end. That so-called movie deserves a tier of its own.
Okay, then how about The Little Mermaid?
Nope, too woke.
Donald, we have to rank these films regardless of what they are. We're doing Little Mermaid, and you're gonna like it.
Fine, D tier, let's move on.
Clearly, Donald is being the world's biggest pussy at the moment. I'll just give my opinion. The movie was okay. The whole movie feels very flat, though.
Wasn't there another live-action Little Mermaid with Ariana Grande?
Unfortunately, no. Those were just rumors before the film came out. However, I would say she would have done a better performance.
I strongly agree. Halle Berry did terrible. She was terrible at communicating with hands. Great singer, but not so much on the mime act.
She also did facial expressions too.
Where? She was so bland.
I didn't mind her. I felt kind of bored with Little Mermaid, though.
They fucked up the whole movie. The animals are too realistic. It took out the energy the original had. They completely destroyed the ending. Why the hell did Ariel save Eric from Ursula? It completely misses the whole point of Ariel's father to change his perspective on humans. You mean to tell me that being a good parent is by letting your kid do anything to prove something that they truly want what they see? Nah, man, you need concrete evidence to get what you want, not what you think is right.
I was confused about how Ariel was even able to control the boat while being a mermaid again. I am going to put it in C tier because the underwater visuals are relaxing at least.
I will give the movie that. Besides Halle singing and the wonderful visuals, C tier it is.
Okay, C tier. What do we have to say about Aladdin?
The film is fine. Nothing much to really say. The actor for Jafar felt very stale.
I actually didn't mind him too much.
Come on, man, he looks like that nerd who could never get a woman. All he knew was theater and got stuck with modern Disney.
He wasn't too bad, but wasn't as good as Will Smith as the genie.
I was surprised how fun Will was as the genie. While nothing will ever top Robin Williams' version of Friend Like Me, this version was pretty okay. Sure, the CGI was a bit messy, but the beat and choreography were fun.
Then what do we give this?
I would say at least A tier.
Normally, I don't agree with anything this Alzheimer patient says, but yes, I would give it an A tier.
Okay, do we have anything to say about Cinderella?
It's a movie, nothing much to add to it.
I fell asleep on this one. I was surprised none of you two woke me up.
Normally I do, but Trump insisted letting you sleep considering how boring this movie was.
Yes, Sleepy Joe, be grateful for what I did for you. With that being said, just put it in B tier, Barack. It's just, well, there.
I'm with Donald.
Normally I have something to say, but yes, this is just generic. I prefer the adaptations that changed up the movie.
Oh, like a Cinderella story. It was a sweet movie.
Of course you watch a girly movie like that.
What did we think of Lion King?
I was bored with this one too. I didn't like how the lions were realistic. It would have been more fun if the animated designs were blended into reality. Many YouTubers have redesigned the characters when the film came out.
Holy shit, Joe, did you take the right pill today? You're giving actual good takes.
I didn't care about this movie, Don. This is literally the same as the original, but lacks any color and energy.
Wow, Joe, I am impressed. Then what would you say?
While the visuals are beautiful and the songs, its sequel is slightly better since they kind of added more emotion to the characters. So I give it B tier.
Okay, B tier. Now,
What's up, fuckers?
What the hell? How did you get out of jail?
I have my connections.
Did one of Jeffrey's guys bail you out?
I ain't saying shit. Hillary and I are dealing with that annoying bullshit ever since the files were released. I told the courts multiple times I did not have sexual relations with those young girls.
Bill, it's good to see you out, bud.
Bud? Hell no, you left me hanging at the park.
I wanted to see how soft Goofy was.
Damn it, the cops were chasing you down when you were taking a child to Goofy. I kept yelling out to you, but your senile ass didn't hear shit. Hunter's coked up ass was no use because he asked the cops if I was part of an anime battle. All three of us got arrested. I saw you guys were on, so I decided to join in to let Joe know that you need to help me pay back the person who got me out.
what? I don't even want to know who got you out. Anyway, Donald, I think you missed that part of your story. Oh, in case you viewers aren't aware what happened, Donald went to Disney World a couple weeks ago, and Joe, well, wasn't supposed to go but did anyway. The link to that video will be in the description. What were you even doing that got you arrested, Bill?
I thought the woman I was talking to was going to cooperate, and the woman slapped me and, well, yelled to the cops, and here I am.
What's the point of having a wife if you're going to keep cheating?
Sometimes you gotta try new things. You need to spice up your life, Barack.
Yeah, Obama. Why do you think I like talking to kids? However, one kid turned out to be 18 and I was grossed out.
I am not gonna lie, it's hard to identify how old anyone is these days. The 70s is the new 30s. However, what you did, Bill, was completely unwarranted.
Guys, can we get off this topic about age and children? Joe, you have a wife, and Bill, you need to stop harassing women. What exactly did you do?
Since you asked,
No, I was just getting over the trauma from my vacation. No more of this crap. Bill, fuck off so we can get back to the list.
Shut up, Orange Man. I need to lay low for a while. Let me be part of this list. What are you guys ranking anyway?
Disney remakes.
Geez, first Jail and Hillary, now this. Why are you ranking this crap anyway?
We ranked Disney classics, so we decided to continue on with their remakes.
Okay, I see you guys have already ranked some. What are we on now?
Oh, can we do Lady and the Tramp?
I see myself being the tramp. Always getting women to see my new world.
You and Joe's worlds are not for anyone to go to. Same worlds, different targets.
My world is happier and more fun. If they are sad, I would hand them candy and ice cream.
Basements don't count as happy worlds, Joe.
Can we talk about the movie? I found the movie to be mid. It honestly ranks up there with the original.
I agree. They did fix up the Aunt Sarah plot hole from the original. I give them props for that.
Aunt Sarah was not my favorite.
Because she was rude and mean?
Well, that too.
Either give your take or stay silent after that statement, you perv.
Fine. It was an okay movie. However, I am sorry, Obama.
It's okay. It's not often you say sorry about your out-of-pocket comments.
What? No, I meant for what Disney did to your, people.
What? What are you going on about?
Oh, I see. Since this movie takes place in 1909, there's an inaccurate historical part of the film.
What do you mean?
Well, how do I put this lightly?
Hey guys, weren't rich white people back then married to white people not?
Joe,
Whoa.
what the hell? What the hell, Joe, you fucking idiot? Obama, I am sorry. Joe is being an insensitive, racist prick.
Want me to get the paddle?
Guys, calm down. He's technically not wrong. I should be mad at him, but unfortunately, he's partially right. It was very prohibited back then. Unfortunately, it wasn't legal for 30 states before the late 60s. However, since the movie here takes place in Connecticut, it was always legal since the film wasn't in the South. So do your research, you bigots.
Geez, my bad, bro. It may not be fake news, but you didn't need to give us a history lesson.
Anyway, can we move on? We're wasting so much time.
Yeah, I didn't mind the film, but not the best. I give it B tier.
Me too, seeing Tramp's backstory felt very unnecessary.
I didn't care for the human characters either.
Finally, we're back on track. What do we say about Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, I very much enjoyed this movie. Reminds of the good times with my son watching this film.
Joe, we're talking about the remake, not the original. You were more drugged watching that. I will admit that this was a great remake. With this film, it passes for how Tim Burton put us in his world.
Oh man, it was dark but full of great fantasy. The characters weren't as colorful as the original, but the animals were more illustrative compared to most Disney remakes.
I give props on many of these takes. Johnny Depp did a phenomenal job as Mad Hatter.
He's not as loony as Joe is every day.
I feel like Hatter and I would have a lot of fun.
Of course you would. I would have more fun with Alice since she becomes a warrior towards the finale. It was pretty hot. I give this movie S tier for that.
That's gross, Bill. She was a teen in the film.
Oh man, that's no fun.
Anyway, I give it S tier, but not for Bill's reasoning.
S tier is definitely where it belongs. I also love how this story developed tons of adaptations from stage plays, TV movies, to theatricals.
Oh, those were the days. How many are there now?
I watched a whole marathon a couple years ago. There are about 15 versions and 5 of its sequels.
Damn, that's a lot.
For sure, but I had fun.
Maybe we can make a tier list on those.
I don't know how that would work. Maybe, but highly unlikely. Anyway, S tier for this film. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for Tim's second attempt at remaking a classic, being Dumbo.
I remember how Dumbo felt out of place. Too much was added into it.
I didn't care for any of the human characters.
I was wondering where the talking crows and mice were at.
Well, you do see the mouse, but it's shamefully used as a cameo.
That was fucking stupid. I didn't like how Dumbo had some paranoid one-armed man and the 2 kids being around.
Was the man even paranoid?
I don't know. I don't remember much about this film. Tim Burton took a simple movie and made it convoluted.
Unfortunately, we barely get any heartwarming moments of Dumbo with his mother, especially when he went to visit her while she was in her cage.
I teared up in the original. Here was kind of boring. I didn't care.
Wow, Joe not feeling sorry for animals? That's new. What about the 2 children?
They were too boring.
So what do we give this?
Let's do D tier.
Hold on. While the human characters were absolutely forgettable and the talking animals completely deleted, I didn't mind the CGI. Also, it's always a treat to see Danny DeVito and I guess Michael Keaton. The highest I will give it is C tier.
Joe?
C tier, the elephant was cute and not too realistic.
I wouldn't know how to identify the elephant being realistic in cartoon IRL. All right, C tier. Do we have anything for Jungle Book?
Didn't care for it. B tier. Sure, Bill Murray was an idea for Baloo, but not the best.
I didn't mind the animals, but the CGI sticks out and it's so dark to see. Reminds me of Godzilla from 2014.
I could barely see anything. They only kept one song from the monkey scene and I was bored.
Normally I support movies like these, but they changed it up a lot. It's not terrible, but not worth it. B tier it is. Next is,
Can we hurry up with this tier list?
What's your rush? I have a few things that I want to say about a few shotties for the few films we have left.
I have a golf tournament to attend to.
Bro, what the hell? You need to get those gas prices fixed.
You lied so much during your campaign. So much is happening, and you lied about not having the U.S. in a war. Because of that, gas prices are really high.
Well, at least I didn't cut off gas pipeline with Russia during my term.
That's not what I exactly did, but at least I didn't put us into a situation so serious.
guys, shut up, we're ranking movies, not discussing wars. In speaking of lying and dishonesty, let's rank Pinocchio.
You guys can cry all you want. I am handling the situation just fine, unlike this film that's a bombshell. No one likes this film.
I didn't like how forced the Disney references were. Keegan Peele as the fox was annoying as fuck.
I kind of didn't mind it. However, I didn't like how they changed the ending.
That shit was so dumb. The whole goal for the movie was to have Pinocchio turn into a real boy, not leave us off on a cliffhanger.
That was bullshit. I was so pissed about that. I will say though, Cynthia Erivo was kind of a baddie as a fairy.
Yeah, she was cute, but felt unnecessary of her singing. She did too much.
On second thought, never mind. She looked better green with weave. I definitely will pull that.
That's very gross. So, C tier, Beauty and the Beast. It's okay. I didn't mind the Beast's moment to sing.
The Beast may look good, but I have a beast that Belle would love more.
That's disgusting, Bill.
Come on, you're telling me you don't want Hermione Granger casting spells on your wand?
Guys, stop getting off track.
I was going to say B, but C because of Bill being a pervert.
I'll give it an A for Emma Watson alone.
I didn't mind this too much. I will say B tier. Don't get me wrong. Emma Watson's singing was beautiful at times. However, I heard they're doing a prequel for Gaston.
Of course they're doing that. Just put it B tier. The actors were fine. Bill, don't say anything or I'll put it from B to D.
Fuck.
Here's a film I feel very conflicted with. On one side, it's a really good film for a movie of its culture. On the other hand, it's not good because it's described as a Disney remake.
Oh yeah, how do we rank this one? I liked the fight choreography and the visuals. The story itself wasn't bad either.
I didn't like how the songs were taken out. Also, Mushu wasn't in it. Let's give this a D tier.
Hold on. While I do agree with what you said, this movie is way overlooked for what it was seen as. I thought it was bad too. However, if we see this as a movie by itself, as an individual, or even an adaptation from a different studio, it's not that bad. How about we put it for B, or maybe even A tier?
Yes, let's do A. The ending, though, felt dragged and the final fight felt anticlimactic. However, Mulan looked more beautiful. She can be my warrior anytime she wants.
Gross. Then how about B tier?
Gosh, I really don't know.
Then how about just B tier? Many people are going to hate that. However, for those who haven't seen it, give it a watch with an open mind. You might be surprised.
Sounds good to me.
Two left, which are the most recent. What do we say about Lilo and Stitch? I personally think it was pretty good. I wasn't a fan of how they changed the story a bit and how the ending missed the whole point of Ohana.
Ohana means no family is left behind, not go to college with a teleport gun. Nani straight up abandoned Lilo to some old couple so she could have her life fulfilled.
Nani wasn't too bad, but I will say that she doesn't match the original. I love those thick thighs.
I love Nani, but the actress who played Lilo was absolutely perfect. She was so cute and adorable.
I am at this point of kicking you two off with the amount of perversion you two have been displaying.
Do it already, Barack. They shouldn't be here considering the situation they're in.
Oh yeah, Joe and I need to start making money in the next month or two.
Money? For what?
Shut up, I'll tell you after the list. Let's get this done. While I didn't like the ending, the film overall was fun and entertaining. A tier I'd give it.
No, Gantu wasn't in this and made Jumba the villain.
The creator tried to put Gantu into CGI, but they could never make it look right, so that's why they chose the other route.
Well, if the original actor Stitch hadn't come back, this would have been C tier. I give it A tier.
Okay, A tier. Not bad for a first 2000s remake. Now finally, Snow White. Go ahead, Donnie, have at it.
With pleasure. Where do I begin? For starters, make a new tier and name it Awful Piece of Shit. Good. Now, Rachel Zegler was the dumbest casting choice ever. She single-handedly fucked the whole movie to oblivion. She wanted the story changed up, changed the character up. Gal Gadot was fucking terrible.
I was sad when my wang went down when she appeared on screen. She looked better in Wonder Woman.
I wasn't a fan of Rachel. Didn't she say that she hated the original?
Yes, that dumb bitch straight up said that the movie itself was offensive. Who casted her? What is the whole point of casting a role where they hate the original character?
I can't believe that they signed up to this decision.
It's been almost a year and she's back to making headlines. She claims to have the longest standing ovation in her London musical, and something about Latinas not existing in Hollywood before her generation.
Guys, there's a lot more to discuss besides bashing on Rachel.
I didn't like the dwarves. They were nightmare fuel.
I heard about that. They were supposed to have little people be the dwarves, but apparently Peter Dinklage thought it was offensive.
Oh my God, that was so stupid. They didn't even mind playing the role. That motherfucker ruined their chances at having a career.
There's so much that we can go on all day for. Unfortunately, we need to wrap up this video.
Obama, what is there not to talk about? This movie nearly destroyed Disney. They practically canceled all upcoming remakes until Lilo and Stitch printed the money. Regardless, put that shit in awful tier now.
Well, there it is. It took a lot longer, but we did it with the help of Bill, I think.
What the hell? I contributed.
You wouldn't stop making perverted comments about the women in this list.
It's not my fault Disney cast hotties. Have you seen Sabrina Carpenter? I was pissed when they didn't cast her for the Tangled remake.
You're a nasty man, Bill.
I am looking forward to that, but I am tired from this. I think I'm going to take a nap.
Hell no, Joe, you need to help me.
Fine, but can I get some sleep? Wait, am I in a computer? Obama? Hi, buddy, what are we doing today?
Bill, maybe it's best if you let him sleep.
Oh, what are these buttons? Oh, yeah, Trump. I have a surprise for you. The next list is going to involve...
God damn it, I'm screwed. I'll check back next time I come in.
Fuck off, Bill. Go do your criminal thing.
Screw you, Orange Tangerine.
What do you think Joe has in store for you?
I don't know. I swear, if that motherfucker gives me a list full of illegals, I will slap the living piss out of him.
I guess we'll find out next time. See you later.
Whatever.